Rob, it's been a good few days since the Gillingham match, but just give us your thoughts on it now with a bit of hindsight.
I thought we started the game ever so well. I thought we dictated our tempo, our pace of the game, our philosophy, if you want to use a better word, certainly within the first half an hour. And then I thought they had to change to suit us. We imposed ourselves so much on them that they had to change, and they started to press quite high. And we didn't adapt to that as well as I would have liked. And I think then, obviously, we got the goal, and then they get the equaliser, and that gave them the confidence then to go on a little bit more. And then got in at half time, and it was just a case of addressing that because of the way they've changed, we've got to mix our game up a little bit. But no, overall, really pleased, and like I said then, to go a goal behind and to react the way we did, and have that never say die attitude right up to the 94th minute was fantastic, and every single one of them put a shift in.
When your side scores a late goal like that, what's it like for a manager? Because most people know how it feels as a fan. Obviously, you can't contain yourself, but as a manager, you have to be a little bit more conservative, don't you?
Yeah, of course, because I've been on the other side of it, where you as a player and as a coach, you can see the late goal. It feels like a defeat, so you have that respect for the opposition's manager and Peter Taylor and Andy Essenthaler, and you don't want to sort of rub salt in the wound. So you have that respect for him. But believe me, inside, I was over the moon with it, because it does feel like a win. When you feel it's a little bit unjust if you don't get anything out of the game, you're 2-1 down, the clock's ticking down, and you're thinking, wow, we deserve to come away with at least a point for the performance we've put in. So then to get that point, it does feel like a win coming in. But pleased for the lads, because they put so much effort in that they deserve the point coming away.
Michael Brown again as well, he's becoming prolific now, isn't he? Yeah,
Brownie, the old timer, he's popped up again. We've got to manage it with him. We've got to manage the amount of games, but he's a great pro. He does it day in day out in training. He's a fit lad, and not surprised at all that he popped up to get the winner, or what we feel is the winner.
This is a free week in terms of games for the club. How does training change when you've not got that focal point of a fixture at the weekend?
Yeah, it's getting the balance right, Ollie, if I'm honest. It's about making the most of an opportunity to rest a few, but to the point where it's not having a detrimental effect, and we've got to keep the work rate quite high. So when we work hard, so that we keep the levels of fitness up, and they'll be rewarded with a couple of days to sort of recharge their batteries coming into a busy period over Christmas, and that's the thinking behind it.
Obviously, moving on to the loan window closed last week, we made a few signings recently, albeit players who were unattached. How pleased are you with the shape of your squad at the moment and what you're building?
Yeah, it's okay. Like I've always said, it's going to be we've got 20, 24 bodies, whatever it is, that we're going to need everybody. All right, the couple of developments that we've signed, they're going to have to be patient, and like I said, part of the development might mean that they go out on loan, and then we reap the rewards of it, the benefits of it in a few months' time. So yeah, pleased with the way it's shaping. And we'll look forward again in January, and maybe get some fresh faces in. But as we speak at the moment, we're happy with what we got.
It's early in your managerial reign, but from what you've seen so far, how pleased are you with how the lads have responded to you since you've been made manager, and how much more is there to come as well?
I've been over the moon with the reaction of the players from the first minute I took over. Up to now, they've been a credit to themselves. They've come in, they've given their best. They go out onto the pitch, they give 100%, and that's all you ask. As a manager, that's all you ask. And then, we try to organise things through the week now, so that we all have an understanding of what's expected on a Saturday, what we're coming up against. And I think we've seen that in games. I think we've seen a different way of play, of how we play, or how we approach games. I think we're quite happy to try and keep the ball and be patient in our build-up. And like we've proved before, with Danny scoring Saturday and Brownie coming in with his fair share, and even Yatesy popping up and scoring the odd goal. The goals within the team now are mixed up. We're not relying on a certain individual or one individual to score the goals for us. So, no, pleased, but there's still a lot of room for improvement, and there's still, like we've always said, it's a work in progress, but there's signs that we are getting to where I want to go.
And finally then, we'll talk more about commentary next week, but just for now, how much are you and the players looking forward to getting back to Vale Park, having not played a game there in a good while now?
Yeah, it's been an unusual time with regards to the fixtures, and not having had a home game. I'm hoping now there'll be a good turnout for the commentary game, and and let's enjoy this bit of a run that we're on and let's keep this momentum going. You know, I say this run that we're on, albeit we had a defeat at MK Dons, but I thought large parts of the second half performance certainly showed encouraging signs, and I believe with 11 men on the pitch we would have got maybe a point. And if you're picking points up away and winning your home games, then that's all I ask. So let's be nice and positive going into the commentary game, and I hope we have a good turnout to come and support the lads.
Thanks for your time, Rob.
Cheers all, thank you.